Hi everyone. Oh my goodness, it has been 6 months since I've done a video. I am overdue and I wanted to say hello and update everyone with what I've been up to. Gosh, it's been such a crazy year. You've probably noticed that I haven't been blogging as much. I've been a little bit stressed about that, but life happens, right? Not only did this guy, hi, um, have our hands full, obviously, having an infant. But I had a lot of projects going on. So William is turning 1 next month. I can't even believe it. He's 11 months old already. It's been just a wonderful year, and he's been such an awesome addition to our family. So I have obviously had my hands full with that. And Caroline is turning 5 this month. So I'm about to have a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. I can't even believe where the time has gone. It's gone so fast. And yeah, I'm sure you've noticed, I went from probably blogging, 1 to 3 times a week to maybe once a month. So I've been really busy, and this guy is on a 2 nap schedule now. So I've gotten a little bit of my time back. But lining up his naps with Caroline's school and her nap time and things like that. So even with nap time and room times, time for myself to work on the blog is still limited. But I wanted to at least let him come say hi. I am so excited to announce that I actually wrote a book in this year, and it's just been so exciting to be back in the baby phase. So when Caroline was in her infant year, I read the Baby Wise book, and we implemented things and we tried things, and I just became really passionate about baby sleep in general. This blog, I don't know if you guys know, but I started this blog when Caroline was about 4 months old. I think I had it up and running when she was 6 months. Just to document everything. I really wanted to document things for others, for myself, to use again. I didn't know that I was going to become so passionate about baby sleep when I started being a parent. It's just been an amazing journey. So to go from that year where I was learning and implementing and trying things, and, you read parenting books and there's a lot of good ideas, but I feel like it doesn't always tell you how to go about things. So I still felt like I was kind of figuring things out on my own, but that I had found something that I loved. I loved the schedules and routines of Baby Wise, and just the concepts and theories associated with that. So anyways, fast forward, then I had the blog, and I worked with a lot of people one-on-one and in my group to help their babies sleep better, and it just became something I was super passionate about. So to get to do it again myself, with our child, it was so much fun. I had a really good time this year, and things went smoothly and just wonderful. It was really nice to kind of be back in it and kind of fine tune some of the practices that I had implemented and been helping people with. It was fun to do it again myself. So I had a really good time. This guy has been a champ. He was a premature at 34 weeks, and just regular age, not adjusted age. He was sleeping through the night at 4 months. He's tired. It's almost his nap time. 5 minutes till nap time. So he was like right on schedule, doing great. He did an amazing job. So anyways, it was just really, really awesome to kind of be back doing baby sleep stuff again, all the stuff I write about all the time. And yeah, I felt like I kind of got to fine tune it, and I felt much more confident this time around. So it was just really neat. So out of that, since I was very much immersed in baby sleep again, I've had this on my list to do forever, but I finally got around to writing my book. So I'm really, really excited about this. This is my book. It was just published this year. I'm going to get him down for a nap, and then I'll come right back and give you guys kind of a sneak peek as to what is in my book, but I'm just thrilled. This has been my project this year. Not only this, I started a second blog. I made my blogging business an official small business. I made it an LLC. It's just been a really fun year. So it's, lots of small little projects, some big projects. I guess a book is a big project, and having this guy around. So it's been a really busy year, meaning that I haven't been blogging as much as I wanted to, but I am about to get back to it, and I'm just really excited to share with you guys the book and some of the other things that I'm working on. Okay, I am back. William is down for his nap. Okay, so I wanted to tell you about my book. I have had this on my list forever to do, and originally I was actually just going to make an ebook. I am such a paperback person. I will admit I'm not even a blog reader. I write a blog, but I really love to have a book to reference. So when I realized that I could publish a book and have it in paperback form, I was so excited about that. I've actually already used my own book as a reference. I have our sample schedules in here, and I have put Post-it notes down and, saved it in here every month when I'm going and looking at William's schedules. I love having everything all in one place, which is why I really thought a book would be a fun addition. None of this is, new. It's stuff I've been talking about on my blog since Caroline was 6 months old. So it's not new stuff, but it's compiled, it's written to be kind of a 6-step method on how to get your baby sleeping through the night and how to prioritize sleep for your baby. So it's written with that focus in mind, all in one place, concise, easy language, easy to do, and lots of examples from what we actually did. So something that, parenting books are great, and a lot of them have a lot of theory in them and ideas, and it's really great, and I love reading them. However, at the end of the day, I feel like you walk away thinking, okay, how do I actually go about doing this? And also, I feel like a lot of people get really focused on like what should happen. And, parenting books can be written with, this ideal picture in mind. And the reality is that these are children, babies we're working with, and every baby is unique, and they're human, right? And so they have off days and they go through growth spurts and all these different things. And so it's never perfect. And so I kind of wanted to portray that in the book, that it's not perfect, and there are going to be hiccups and problems that you run into, and they're going to have off days, and you're going to have to build in flexibility. I learned that so much this year. With Caroline's school schedule, she goes to school in the afternoon. She's in pre-K right now. So she goes to school in the afternoon from roughly like 1 to 3 o'clock. That's ridiculous timing for her, for one, because she still naps. So that's when her nap was. And 2, for William throughout this year and continuing through the rest of the school year is going to be tough because he is forced to take a nap in there. If I did it later, it would be way late of a bedtime after 3 o'clock. If I did it earlier and tried to do one nap, then it would get cut short and he couldn't make it in time. So the flexibility that I've had to put in his schedule, right? I have this ideal schedule for an 11-month-old in mind. I had to throw it out the window because it doesn't work for our lifestyle right now with taking Caroline to school. So I even give examples like that because I think it's really important not to stress about those things. I found myself stressing and I realized I have to let that go. I have to work within the confines of the timing of our lives and different things, right? So I have to let that go. I can't control it. I have to work with what I have. So that's also kind of the premise of my book, is dealing with real situations and knowing that it's okay to not have that ideal perfect schedule. So, okay, so what's in the book? Like I said, this isn't new stuff. There's Baby Wise out there. There's the Baby Whisperer, Moms on Call, right? There's all sorts of parenting books that talk about schedules and routines. So that part's not new. But what is different about my book is, one, it's our personal example. So my husband and I, as we've gone through this, things we've learned, how exactly we deal with things, and what it looks like, the real deal, how to do these things, not just here's what to do, but here's how to do it. I tried to break it into 6 steps. So you'll see, I'll show you a little peek at the table of contents here. So, which you can also probably see this on Amazon in the look inside. So I broke it into 6 steps, 6 chapters. It's like really straightforward. So the first step being, show your baby the difference between day and night, how to do that. Focus on full feedings and how to do that. 2 types of routines to set up. So that being the eat, wake, sleep routines, and also like your nap and nighttime sleep type of routines. And then I go into depth in chapter 4 of exactly what that eat, wake, sleep cycle should be. Lots and lots of detail on that. Chapter 5 is actually the feeding and sleeping schedules. I give example schedules. And then chapter 6 is how we actually tackle the nighttime wakings. I think that's probably my biggest learning point, that chapter this year, because I did a full 360 on how I handle nighttime wakings with William versus Caroline, and it made a world of difference. Like I learned so much this year to let go. And so these are all of our tricks and tips on that, because I think it was the perfect method on how to deal with it. Then after you get through those 6 steps, I have an appendix of a bunch of information. So I kind of pulled all this out because it wasn't part of the 6 steps, but that's where you can see it good. So there is a whole chapter in the appendix on sleep tools and sleep associations. So the ones that I recommend, how to use them, how we use them. For example, a pacifier. I am very pro pacifier now, but we dropped the pacifier by 4 months of age. But I think it's a really great sleep tool to use up until then. The next one being how to handle short naps, nap training, so how to get your baby actually taking naps when they should be, knowing when your baby needs a schedule change, and then knowing how to make the schedule change. And then this last one here, can't see in the video, I think it's really important to know some of the benefits of using a schedule, especially I see a lot of people talk about family members not being on board and different things. So that can kind of help formulate your language. And, not that I don't think you ever need to defend yourself when you make parenting choices, but I see a lot of people wanting to be able to defend themselves. And so that's kind of my take on why schedules are so amazing. And then some useful resources and a little bit about me. I'm so proud of this. Like I just love being able to hold it all in one spot and use it. Like I said, I'm a huge paperback book fan. I really like paperback books. And I use my blog just like other people do. And so I go to my own blog and I search for, 10-month-old schedule, and I look at it and I make tweaks based on what we've used. And, I don't have it all memorized. So now I'm using my book because I just love having it all in one spot. So anyways, this is out there now. It's on Amazon. I will link to it in my post and you can get to it. It is in ebook form, it is in paperback form, and it's an audiobook form. So if you grab a copy, I would love to know what you think. I'm really hoping that this is just an easy read for parents that are kind of in the throes of, getting through that newborn phase. Easy to read, easy to implement, and that a lot of our how-to tips and tricks can really help you guys along the way. So grab a copy, let me know what you think. I would just love some feedback and to know how helpful this is for people. So that is what I have been up to for the last year. Like I said, I did that. I also started a second blog. So I know many of you followed our story about April. For those of you that don't know, our second daughter had trisomy 13 and she died at birth. We induced early so that she wouldn't feel any pain was our main goal. And I had all of that on Mama's Organized Chaos for the longest time. So I finally decided to kind of separate that off. So I have another blog. It's actually called Terminations Remembered for people that go through medical terminations like that. So I started that, got that up and running this year. Wrote this book. Like I said, I also started an official LLC for my business. So it was a big year to kind of take that leap and take it to the next step. And now that I have one book done, I'm actually working on, I have a couple more books in mind, one of which is going to be a series on grief for children, older siblings that have lost a baby, as we did with April. So just helping the older child in the family kind of get through their grief and how to manage it and explaining it to them, things like that. So that's my current project, and I'm really hoping to start getting immersed back in the blog, especially probably after the holiday season. But getting back up and running and consistent with, posting some more often like I once was. So hopefully that will happen. But yeah, I just really wanted to come say, hey, let you know what I've been up to, tell you about my exciting book because I'm so excited about it. I hope you guys love it. I hope you guys check it out, and I hope everybody is doing well.